Back to another video. We are about to watch a crazy TikTok story. Let's get to it.
Ex-boyfriend cheated on me with my boy best friend. I just want to start this off by saying there's no hate to anybody in this story. I'm not judging anybody for their sexuality. That's not my intention here. That's not something I stand for, and I just want to let that be known. But anyways, let's just get right into the story. Basically, my gay best friend, I'm going to call him Clark. We were good friends since 8th grade. I'm being serious when I tell you, like, he was my best friend. Genuinely, like, we were like this. Like, he was my best friend. And my ex, I'm going to call him Jason. We met at a football game at his school in sophomore year. He was a junior, I was a sophomore. We were both 16 though. Because I have an early birthday and then he has a summer birthday. So we're born in the same year. We're just in different grades because my birthday is after the school year starts. And Clark is in my grade too. Anyways, let's just get right into the story. Basically, everything was going good with Jason. I don't really, like, he would come see me. We'd go hang out at his house. We'd hang out at the mall, like, all this stuff. We were just, like, a regular, like, everyday couple. Eventually, after a little bit of dating, we started dating sophomore year, around the beginning of second semester. Around the end of the year, I introduced him to Clark. We had, like, a little, like, group hangout, the three of us. I know people are going to think that's stupid, but, like, from my perspective here, from my perspective, I did not know that Jason swung that way, like, in any capacity. My gaydar did not go off at all. And as for Clark, I don't think anybody thinks their friends would do that, you know? But specifically, I did not think that Jason would go for that anyway. So it's like,
Well, you should have asked them, babe. First off, let's start with this. She has some great skin. She is glowing right now. But in 2025, you need to be asking these questions. Do you swing that way? You swing left, you swing right, you swing up, you swing down. You can swing whatever way you want to swing, but you need to ask them questions. You made some assumptions, and let's see how them assumptions ended up for you, because it don't sound too good. And the way she's talking about Clark, it sounds like he is a little bit sketchy. Because she said, oh, you would assume your friends wouldn't act that way. But she didn't say, I know Clark. Clark wouldn't do that to me. So she got some suspicion about that friend that she kept around.
one of those things where it's like, I didn't suspect anything. But yeah, they exchanged socials, whatever. I didn't really mind. I mean, like, you're my friend and you're my boyfriend. So it's like, whatever. After that meeting, things got a little bit weird. Clark would bring up Jason, like, quite a bit. It started slow. It would be like, the first time that he talked about it was like a little bit after we hung out. He's like, wow, like, he's actually, like, really hot in person. And I thought it was like a friend thing. Like, you know, when you tell your friends, like, oh, he's really hot. Like, it was like, yeah, you know, thank you. Like, I backed him. Like, he just, like, kept on going on and on and on and on. And it was like all the time. He would ask about him. We'd be hanging out and he'd be like, you think Jason can come? You think Jason can come? You think Jason can come? You think he's free? This lasted for months. I introduced them near the end of sophomore year, as I said before. And this went on from then through the summer. And let's get into the beginning of junior year, when this started, like, escalating, you know? Jason would post something and then Clark would be in the comments like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. You know, like, how, like,
Oh, hell no. Let me get the things right. Your boy best friend is commenting on your man's post saying that he's hot, telling you he's hot, asking him to go out on dates and picnics in the heat, and you ain't say nothing. You let this go on for months, and you ain't expect nothing. You ain't cut your friend off. Y'all ain't have no boundaries, conversation. Say, hey, yo, you gotta cut that to the side, because some of y'all women be having conversations with y'all boy best friends or your girl best friends, and you don't realize you actually just advertising your man to them, enticing them even more to get your man. Come on now, you let this go on for months. Oh no, shawty. This partially your fault. You didn't do your vetting right. Your antennas, you was worried about your gaydar, but you ain't worried about your red flag detector. Your antenna should have went off and told you there's something wrong. You keep bringing up your man. He want to chill with your man more than you. I got some friends. I don't even got dates, boyfriends, girlfriends, contact information. I don't want your Instagram. Don't follow me. I don't want to see your funky photos. I don't care. I see y'all when we hang out. I don't need that much access to you. But baby girl, ooh, you done set yourself up.
Girls will comment on their friends' posts. That's the type of stuff that he'd be like commenting, like hard eyes and stuff like that. And I didn't take it like weirdly. Like, I mean, I talked to Jason about it a little bit. Like, I was like, hey, like, you think this is weird? Like, should I be like concerned? And he's like, no, like, there's nothing. Like, he's never been like that with me. I think he's just joking. So I was like, whatever. You know, I just let it be. I was like, whatever.
You never let it be. I remember I had this girl that I was friends with, and she was bad. She was bad, man. And I was under her friends' photos, commenting peaches and commenting, ooh, you thick, and commenting all that. This was back when I was in middle school. I was commenting all that stuff. And she checked me. She's like, hey, yo, bro, you coming off crazy right now. You got to stop that. I'm like, you right. That was probably in like the 5th grade. I was doing that when Instagram was like still fairly new. I was doing that. I didn't even realize that was inappropriate, but shorty, you should have checked him and you asked your man, is this unusual? You think it's going too far? Your man's actually reading the comments like, oh, I'm hot. Rubbing himself, oh, I am hot. Ooh, thank you, Clark. He telling you not to worry about it because he about to take some action. But Clark,
Anyways, fast forward like mid first semester, junior year. I was hanging out with Jason. We were in his house and we were just like, he was showing me something on his phone. Like, I think it was like an Instagram reel, some shit like that, like something that he thought was funny. And we were looking at something on his phone and he gets a message from Clark. And Clark was like, what time are we meeting later? Mind you, I wouldn't even have a problem with him hanging out, but it's like, you didn't even tell me. You did not even tell me that you guys were hanging out. Like, I didn't even know that you guys talked, like, over messages like that. And it wasn't even, like, a DM. It was a message, like a text message. Like, you got his number. Like, that's fine. I'm not even, like, against that. Like, it's okay. It's fine. But, like, why did you not even mention it? And the last time that we, like, had a conversation about Clark, he made it seem like they never talked at all. Like, they weren't that close. Like, they barely talked. Sometimes they talk, like, about me. But it wasn't, like... It was weird. But anyways, that happened. I just kind of like told him, I was like, hey, like, I don't mind you guys hanging out. Like, it's not like, you don't have to keep it from me. I just like, I would want to know. And he's like, I'm not gay. Like, he really like, he got really defensive. He's like, I'm not gay. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's one thing if I'm hanging out with a girl, but I'm hanging out with a guy.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where like, they started hanging out with like Jason's friend group, like him, Clark, and then his friend group, and I wasn't even invited. And his excuse would be like, oh, like, well, we're just gonna watch a game, and like, I know you're not into that. But then there was like a time they went to like Dave and Buster's, and I'm like, dude, like, I like that. Like, I would like that. I would have fun doing that. Like, I've told you, I love you.
That's his new baddie. Yo, you got cut. Yo, your gay best friend took your man in front of you. Your man is taking him on dates, showing him to the bros. Hey, yo, this my new shorty, you know, I'm kicking it, we getting together, you know, we know. And he's lying in your face. You probably trying to kiss on him. He's like, nah, I'm not with that right now. You know the Bible say don't fornicate. I'm like, off me. And then he over there with Clark doing everything under the sun. Clark get the access to him. And you out here on the side, lonely on your phone. And they had Dave and Buster's. He playing basketball. Let me show you how to shoot, Clark. This how you make a swish. Damn, shorty. Oh, I feel so bad for you, baby girl. But you should have noticed some of these red flags. But also, your man shouldn't be cheating. And your best friend shouldn't be conniving. Goodness.
Dave and Buster's. Like, what do you mean, like, you're gonna hang out there and be like, oh, like, I didn't know you'd like it. Like, you know I do. Like, we'd been there before. Like, I know that you know that I do. Eventually, things go on. I didn't really want to read too much into it because I was like, he's not gay. So it's like, he was just being shady. To me, in my eyes, I was like, he's just being shady. Like, it's not that he wants him. But anyways, there was a time around like Christmas, we got in this like big argument. And it was not about Clark. It was just about some stupid shit. Like, we were just, I don't know. We got in this argument. And basically, like, I didn't tell anyone about it because it was just like, to me, I was like, it's not that big of a deal. But a few weeks later, like, we reconciled. We were, like, chill and on good terms within, like, the week. But, like, 2-3 weeks later, I'm talking to Clark, and Clark is, like, bringing up something, and he, like, mentioned a specific detail about, like, our argument. Like, I don't remember what it was. It was just, like, one of those things where it's, like, how did you know that? Jason was telling Clark our business. Mind you, like, this is my best friend that I've known for years. And I'm like, I didn't even tell him because it's like, you know, that's not like important. And it's not like I'm saying you can't tell your friends about stuff, but I'm like, this isn't your friend, this is my friend. I know that sounds so like bratty, like, this is mine. But like, seriously, it's like, if you were telling your friends that, that's one thing. But I'm like, why are you telling him? And I want you to understand, like, they did not know each other until I introduced them. And I know that's my choice, whatever. But like, genuinely, they did not know each other. They didn't go to the same school. They also go to different schools. We all went to different schools. So it's like, you're going out of your way to see each other. Like, I'm going to try to get to the end of the story because I'm running out of time. But things like that nature were going on. And just like repeating. And then at the end, there's a time that I was hanging out with Jason. And I did something I'm not very proud of.
What'd you do?
I checked his phone. I looked through this man's phone. I looked through his messages with Clark. I looked through his Instagram DMs. And I found out how everything kind of went down. Basically, Clark had like reached out to him first. And kind of like hit on him. And it was like soon after they hung out. Like, genuinely. And he was genuinely like, I need to think about it. And then was like, yeah. And so they were setting up these hangouts to meet up. They were not watching no damn games, I'll tell you that. I don't really know all the details of all the stuff that they were doing, but like, because I don't want to know. I didn't want to know. I don't want to know now. I found out, by the way, about this all like around like March of junior year. So, March 2025. We had like the worst screaming match, like, genuinely. And I was even more upset because it's like, this is my closest friend, like, you know that, and you've been doing this like literally in my face. I'm like, if you don't like me, like, why didn't you just tell me that? Like, because this had been going on. I told you I introduced them end of sophomore year, so this had been going on from like the summer into the school year into all the way to March. And same thing with Clark too. I wasn't even that surprised. Like, honestly, sadly, I expected it from him. I like literally am running out of time right now. I'm really sad. But yeah. That's basically it. I might make a part 2, but I'm out of time.
See, I knew something was a little conspicuous about that man Clark. She said, I kind of expected it from him, and I told you at the beginning when she was trying to attest to his character, she said, oh, I wouldn't expect friends to do that, instead of saying I wouldn't expect Clark to do that because I know him. So this is very fishy. This is also very crazy that this is happening at such a young age. In high school, these interactions are taking place. But baby girl, you got your man stolen by your man. Got your man stolen by your mans. I'm not going to say it's okay, because it's not okay to be conniving and be running behind your girl's back. Your girl or your man should never have to check your phone. They shouldn't have to feel like they need to check your phone. And if y'all dialogue and y'all communication isn't that open where y'all can just ask each other, there's a problem there that needs to be addressed, or y'all just need a split. But baby girl, I'm glad you learned this young, and it wasn't with your mans who was your hub. It was just with some fling, some dude on the side with your gay best friend and stole from you. It's okay. They can turn out a couple of them. Let me be quiet. They could turn out a couple of them. Look like your boyfriend got turned out. It's all right. Every woman gonna take a couple L's in their life, and that looks like that was just yours. But guys, please, 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 when you see a red flag, what does red mean? It means stop. and ask some damn questions, because there's a lot of things she let go that hopefully you won't. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments, has this ever happened to you? Have you ever got your man stolen, your woman stolen? Let me know the story down below. I'm out of here. Peace.